Hello and welcome back to On the Map Challenge Survival 4X. It is currently September 3, Year 4. We've got a fair bit of work to be getting on with, so let's jump in, let's go. So, a quick recap on what has been happening, because after the last episode, which was an eventful episode, we got a lot of work done. I went to save, and the game would not save. It froze on the save. I gave it about an hour. I left it trying to save for an hour, and in the end I had to terminate the game. So I had to redo everything. I did it all this morning. So I did 4.5 hours of farming yesterday, and so we could progress. I had to redo it. Now the recording was fine. For a change, the recording was fine. The edit was done, and I had to redo everything that we'd already done. Now, I didn't have all that time and didn't want to have to spend 4.5 hours doing it all again. So, in my brutal honesty that I do, I did lease an extra tractor and an extra planter or an extra seeder so I could do both of the fields at the same time. And then I just ploughed both of these fields again myself. And then I ploughed up this grass meadow myself and left workers to do the rest of the work that we did. So I did have to put some money back in the account. I once this was all cut, so I had to cut this as well. So I cut this again, baled it up and all that. I sold those bales, and then I had time to come back and plough this up, because I was going to decide whether I was going to plough it and bring it back in October when we harvest the sunflowers. But because I had other things that we had to do from basically the save rolling back, we are not as far along as I would like. We're a few days short. But now that I've ploughed this up, some of these are small stones, some of these are medium stones. I'm going to come over here with our roller. We're going to roll this in. That needs doing. I don't think we need to lime it. We limed it previously, so we don't need to lime it. We'll just roll it in. This field here of wheat that's been replanted still has its medium stones in. The planter that I leased, because I wanted a big planter so it didn't take me all morning to get this done, didn't, because I used the big lemkin, so it didn't fertilise at the same time. I have rolled it because that lemkin didn't roll, and we had a rolling state on this field, so I've rolled this field, but it does need fertilising. So we will get on and we will do that today as well. So we've got rolling over there, fertilising over here. I'm going to try and get them done. I may even try and plant the grass in here, because we're going to have September 4 to play with now. So I might try and get that done as well before we head on to do the sunflowers. Everything else should be fine. The ploughing is the same as it was before. I have purchased 3 more cows. Look at them all over there. Half of them are floating. But we've got 3 more cows, 2 more sheep, 1 more goat. Oh, that reminds me. We've got 2 goats. I think we've got 2 goats to sell. So if we just have a little look. I did name them. To be fair, I think if we do a direct sale, we'll probably end up losing out. But I think there was 1 male, 1 female. That was all it was, just the 2. So if we sell selected, we'll get 2 grand for them. Is that right? Okay, well that's not bad. We'll sell them, because they were the worst 2 that we had, and you know, we're sort of half full. I don't want to keep the lesser ones in, especially if the rams. As the rams get a bit older, we'll probably sell off some of the older ones as well. But they're all quite happy in there. Got them to go back in their pens as well. Hopefully they'll be a little better behaved now. Trying to think if there was anything else I quickly whipped around and done. I don't think there was. Our sheep are still good. They're still feeding off the grass. Apologies for the neighbours' dogs. And yeah, everything else is a-okay. Oh, that was it. There's another reason why we came back in September 3. We had purchased the second-hand grapevine machine thing, the Colossal 2000, whatever that was called. Because of the reload, that didn't come back in the market, so we don't have that anymore. So we've not got that money spent, hence why we've we've got more money. In fact, we've probably got less than we should have because I reset the the finances based on the end of the episode and then went and sold my bales. And at the end of the episode, we did the leasing, so or the financing. So we're probably 20 grand short on what we should be, but neither here nor there. Anyway, so we couldn't buy that. That didn't turn up. But what has turned up after I was talking about it is one of the Mercedes trucks. Now it's 52 grand, 61% off. If we jump in. Now we don't need to worry about going for more horses, I don't think. I don't think we'd need a GPS. I'm not too worried about the horn, front guard, rubber, grille, plastic mirrors. That's all fine. I'm happy for that to be in the cheapest it can be. If we go for colour, we'll go for my custom colour. There we are. I'm going to buy this. I'm going to get it on financing because it's quite a big chunk of money and I do want to buy some more land. But I wanted a truck and one has come along. I haven't added this in. This isn't nothing extra that's happened here. It was one of the main reasons why we've come back early is because before I decided to roll on again, I checked after not being able to purchase the Grapevine machine. So if we go into financing on this one, and over 2 years, it's going to cost us roughly the same, I think. No, because it was 9 grand, wasn't it? This is only 2 grand. This is so much less. So we're going to purchase that. Beautiful. So that'll be up there waiting for us. We have to remember that it will still show here. Now, we don't need one of these weeders. We don't need that. We don't need that. All is well. What we will need, and again, I did ask, obviously, I don't think that episode has gone live yet, about semis. Now, the only semi that I have installed and that I could really see was this Crone one. And was there another one? I think that was it. Yeah, so that's the only one I have that I think will take pallets in. Now, is there another one? Or I did notice that there was an update for some containers. Do I get a container trailer and get a container that might load in? Does this have combinations? A container that might load in or auto load for me, sorry, the pallets of red beet. If I go for combinations, now that's a base game container. Did I install it? So many trucks, so many things. Not there. There we are. I used the search. I forget that I've got a search installed. So fillable container. Now I think these can only work with the product that you put in it, but once you've purchased it, you should be able to configure it to something else. So is there one for what I'm after? Parsnips, this red beet soup. It doesn't appear to be, because I've chosen to pallet it, I guess it's not there on a thing. So no is the answer to that, although this could be a future thing, so I will have to remember that that is an option going forwards. So what I might do when it comes time to selling this red beet is just lease the semi-trailer, unless someone can point me in the direction of an auto-load semi-trailer just to help me get these out one day. Yeah, we might just lease the semi-trailer, load that up, and then take them for sale, return the semi-trailer. I mean, I could always just stack this up like a load of times again and bring it in. It was just a lot. That's all I'm going to say. It was a lot. It was a full day's work. So, yeah. But we've got a truck now. That's a bonus. That's a big Brucey bonus. Right, let's get on with some farming, shall we? Let's get on with some farming. Let's go and roll that field. I should imagine rolling that, our future meadow, will take us up into... Oh, we might roll those as well. See if we can get them stones in. Might be a bit of a rolling day for September 3. We can roll the ploughed veggie fields as well. That might be quite handy. Ooh, now that's gone wrong already, hasn't it? As if I did that. I couldn't do that again if I tried. So we'll just set our GPS up for us. And I will do... Oh, no, leave that. I want 3 headlands just to give me my turning around space. Everything else is absolutely fine. Okay. Pan out a little bit. And then... on my way. We'll see if this is all small stones or large stones, or I think it's nearly all small stones. To speed up my ploughing as well, I didn't use my smaller angled plough. I did go with the Big Lizard 9M. I couldn't believe it. I'd done so much. I was so like pleased that I'd been able to get through and do a full, like what I consider a full recording session, 4 hours. No real break, got through it for the first time in a long time, and then for it not to save, and I didn't even check it afterwards. I'm just going to leave that till the morning. I'll have a look in the morning because I was just so devastated by it. Now I think we might have a little one on the inside here. Yeah, but oh, I did say to my partner that if the audio wasn't there on the recording as well, if that had failed like the last one, then she might see my PC come flying down past the window. 'Cause I don't think I could take that as well. I feel like our Challenger is struggling more and more every job we put her through. Is it time to replace the Challenger? I did ask this a few episodes ago, didn't I, when it was struggling with a different job. Would be a shame to, well, we wouldn't lose it. We'd just have her doing stuff on the farm closer, wouldn't we? Just set up for feeding and things like that. But we do have the little Deutz that we're not using anymore as well. I think we've quickly grown beyond my preferred smaller farm style gameplay, and we're not even that big. So as you can see, we have moved on to trying to roll the veggie fields, but the stones here are clearly medium and large stones. They're not rolling in, or very few of them have rolled in. But I think that's because we ploughed the field up to create the field, and then we ploughed it again straight after, so we've just done a lot of digging on the soil. We've also switched over to the New Holland, partly through choice of the Challenger was really struggling, but also I'm not sure how many of you will have been here from early on in the series. When I was working on the grass meadow, I had an incident where just while I was driving along doing the work across the field, my vehicle and my machinery would just reset back to the store. Now it did it twice. Now I haven't had that happen since then, but then as I was rolling that field, the Challenger and my roller kept resetting back. So I thought, while it's over this way, I'll switch it over, we'll stick the New Holland on, we'll get it done. I finished rolling that field, and I thought, you know what, we'll save this worry of will we save as we go along, and I'll have a quick save in case we lose progression. And the game crashed during the save. Now that had been about 2 hours I'd spent already recording, or not recording, but progressing. We'd only had about 15 minutes of recording, and I lost it. So I came back in, I did everything that I'd done again, so I did that 2 hours, saved it at the same point, and again we crashed. It just would not save. Now, it was getting a bit late. I did put some stuff in the Discord asking if anyone else is having this issue. No response, but it was getting quite late, so I understand that. So I went back in, because everything always comes down to mods, doesn't it? And now I'd only added like very few, if any, mods in recently. Certainly none within the last 2 episodes. So I looked at what mods it could be that may be causing the issue for me. Removed them. I came in and didn't do anything, just tried to save the game. And it would... Actually, I did. I didn't do the work, I just did the purchase. So because I don't want that truck disappearing that I brought, because I want that truck. So I just bought the truck. Tried to save it, wouldn't save. So I turned to my friend AI and asked it some questions about the error, because I was looking through the log and some of it I can make sense of, some of it I can't. I'm not a master of that stuff. But I couldn't see anything specific that was causing the issue other than a failure to save. It was in the error that was already given me. But it wouldn't say why. So I asked my AI if I gave it my log file, or actually I gave it the error code and asked what this might be. And obviously it said probably a mod issue, da 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 da. So I asked it if I gave it my log file, would it be able to pinpoint what the issue is for me? And it said it should be able to. So I sent my log file over to my AI, and it came back with a response. I'll try and remember to put the screen grab up here. But everything, all this is in the Discord if you want to go see my conversation with AI. And it listed a few mods that are possible culprits of causing me my crashing issue on save and stuff. So I removed all of them apart from Courseplay and Autodrive. Not that I really use Autodrive, but I use Courseplay a lot, and I do need to set up Autodrive at some point. So we would need them, and I don't think they are causing the issue because too many people are using those mods. So I came in, removed them, I booted up the game, I bought my truck, saved it, and it crashed again. So it wasn't the mods. So I thought, I was having a little think about what I'd been doing. Now, going back to when it first crashed, after the last recording, and then the only thing that changed from me doing the original recording in the episode that went live, and then me having to redo it, and then saving it and it worked, was that I didn't buy the Colossal 2000 Grapevine Harvester thing. Okay, so that was the only thing that was different between me doing the recording episode and then me doing my catch-up time. So I was thinking, well, what similar thing am I doing between that original one that crashed and the one that keeps crashing now? Is buying the truck and changing the colour. That is the only activity that I'm doing that's different between being able to save and not being able to save. So I booted up again. I bought the truck, but I didn't change the colour. I didn't give it a custom colour. I gave it a game colour. Just a blue from the game. Saved it. And it saved. The issue isn't a mod. The issue is when creating a custom colour, the game is throwing up an error. There's something within that custom colour. If we come in, so if we were to buy a truck, the Dragon, so here, now I can pick any one of these and it saves. If I create a custom colour or use my custom colour, the game doesn't save. It crashes. It's unable to do that. Now that's not a mod issue. I've got no other mods that affect colours. That's something within the game. And it seems really weird that that would be. So what I want to ask is for you guys, in your saves, go and buy a vehicle, customise the colour, save it, see if it crashes. Because mine does every time. Every time my save fails to save if I create a custom colour on a vehicle. And just let me know. Feedback down here, feedback in Discord. Because is this a thing? Is this a thing? Or is there something else within my game that is causing this issue? Because if I don't do that, nothing else causes me problems. I've removed, other than Courseplay and auto drive. I've removed all the mods that were possible culprits, but we still had that issue. So it wasn't any of them. Is there something within the game that is now not working? Let me know. Let me know. By the way, I've set up my worker to plant the grass back in. That's getting done. I just thought I'd bring you back for that chat. Also, that means that the first part, that first 10 minutes, was recorded on Thursday the 20th in the evening. We are now Friday the 21st, and it is morning. So this is another episode that has taken way too many days and way too many hours to produce, and we're only at the start. Oh dear. Again, I'm rolling this, but you can see the stones aren't going in. But yeah, I just thought I'd share that. Issues that I'm having, whether anyone else has these issues, or if you have these issues and you've not been able to solve it. That's a good way of maybe helping you out and you find it. Also, what a good use of AI. I use my AI for a lot, normally asking it questions and stuff, but I've never really sent it anything to do anything with, and that's quite a good way of solving your problems. So if you ever have a mod issue with your game, drop your log file into whatever AI you prefer to use and ask it if it can find where your error is, and it will help you. It will send you in the right direction, and it will offer advice on where best to go in future. And afterwards it asked me if would we like to have a little chat about setting up the best mods for the most realistic experience, or best way to maintain and manage mod stability and things like that. So I might look into some of that, because I do go a little bit OTT with mods. So there we are. They are done. Now, because this episode started 12 hours ago, I can't remember what we were going to do next. Fertilization. We were going to do fertilization. Now, I think the pH on these is fine, but we do need to fertilize this large field here, our wheat field. So let's get on that. Now, something that I was thinking about purchasing for helping us with fertilization, because we've got the seed tank over there, which is hopefully going to help us with some seeding in future. Although I think we might be able to put fertilizer in that. There is a trail behind that you can attach, and then attach your seeder to, your spreader to give you an increased capacity. This thing here, the Subpoena fertilizer trailer. So then you attach our fertilizer spreader on there. We fill this up, and then you can top this up, and it has an extra 85,000 litres, because we do a lot of back and forth. This is what I'm thinking. It costs 32 grand. I was just seeing if it allowed for like narrows, but I think maybe they do or don't class as narrows on there. It's just a standard or inverted. But yeah, I'm going to buy that, because we've got the big trail behind that I just want to use for lime, really, so I don't have to keep emptying out and refilling and emptying out. We'll have a different setup for fertilization and a different setup for lime spreading. Saves all that switching. One day it might save me time. So yeah, we do still have the second-hand Mercedes up here. It's just a slightly different colour than it was before. So let's see how. No, it's going to add. Going to add the woes of the trail behind, but I think I should be fine. I think you should be good. That looks small, doesn't it? Truck looks small next to my big tractor. Looks tiny. Why does it look so small? Going to be off, aren't I? If we push it a little bit, it might. There we go. It'll take it. No, it just disconnected. There we are. Now it's on. So, that's all good. Excellent. So if we head back to the farm, we can fill our fertilizer trailer with fertilizer. And then what you do is you open up your cover, and then somehow we tip it in, and we'll figure that out as we go along. Okay, so if we start filling, we get our big bags in. I hate these big bags. I can't wait for a mod to come along where it actually keeps your bags and your pallets as bags and pallets when they go in and out of storage. What's the point in having pallets and bags if when you put them in there they come out looking like that? I just don't like them. Right, so start filling that up as well. Oh, I meant to get some fuel while we were up there. Okay, so if I just cycle through. Right. We open that up. Now it's not going to fill, is it? But is it just on the tip, do you think? We'll find out, won't we? We'll find out as we go along. Let's not fiddle with it now, because it's not going to do it, because everything's full. Let's stop wasting time. Let's get on with it. Let's get on with it, boy, because we've got a harvest to do today as well. We've got a harvest we want to get done this episode. So we shall once again yeah, I quite like that. That'll be fine. That will be fine. Okay. And I want to start over here. If I'm going to turn it on early. See how it goes. Oh, I know what I want to do. I want to turn my sensor on as well. We bring our little map up. Nice. Success! Now it's not going down too quick actually. I think the biggest culprit for using up a lot is always the lime spreader. We seem to get through a lot of it. Our fertilizer has always been pretty good. But so we don't have a lot of hoo-ha, I shall crack on with this. We've got our worker going. We're fertilizing. Let's speed things up a bit.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make.
So other than my inability to use the GPS correctly and the fact that I'd forgotten we'd narrowed the working width, that went pretty well. I quite like that tool. That is such a convenience. That is excellent. So if I just come up here, because I don't want missed parts, so we will do that. So if I just narrow the working width to the narrow of our gaps, get rid of our lines, we don't need them now. But yeah, it's just nice and simple. You just make sure you select the tool, click dump, and it dumps in, fills us up, and resets. I like that. No problems with that. Yeah, I just not not set the working width correct. Standard me things. That's all it is. Standard me things. Mr. Farquhar is the greatest problem to Mr. Farquhar's farm. Oh, yeah, I like this. I like this. I think I should have got that sooner. I think I should get this on every save now. Where needed, obviously. It just makes a change from always having a massive tail behind, just another tool showing off another thing. We like to give everything a fair shout over here. Now, I have got my worker set to buy seed and fertilizer, so I don't have to keep managing them for now. I don't normally like to run that. I do normally like to top them up. But because we're constantly going between and doing lots of things at the minute, it's just been easier to have them purchased. So there's a constant sort of trickle coming out of the funds as well at the minute. Yeah, because I first was aware that I wasn't quite reaching. When I did the headland round here, I was like, why are we not going all the way to the island with our spread? And I was like, oh, because we're not going full thickness. Not working the full width. But as you can see, we've got a nice cover of fertilizer on here now. Hopefully, that means we're going to get a good yield. And there we are, fully fertilized. I do like that. So, what I can do as well, we'll dump it for a fill. So that is good. Won't have to worry about that. And then... see, now this is going to need its own spot now, because I was just tucking it up behind the toe behind. But there is space in the other shed. So much machinery just constantly needs to be purchased and stored. I'll have that there like that. And we will top that up as well shortly. Now the only thing I can't remember if I did again was sell the sheep, the 2 goats I wanted to sell. I think I did. Honestly, I have trouble with my memory anyway, so then constantly doing all these resets and do-overs, and it really messes with me. Oh, overcorrected on that. And again. Lovely. Right, it is in. It is done. Job done. So now I'm not sure whether I just wait for my worker to finish, or do we rest on through? Because I'm not too worried about cutting that grass again this year, so it don't matter if it's growing at different stages. Do we just rest up and travel through to October? I think we possibly rest up and travel through, sleep through to October. I think that might be a thing. I'm just going to go and check whether I sold my goats. Them little ones are having a nibble. It'll be called sell if they're still there. No, they are gone. Excellent. So yeah, we don't need to do anything else, I don't think. We've got a pallet of wool we can bring through. Try not to get the other one, just in case that fills up while we're sleeping. But, oh, got stuck on the step, so that's in there. That'll now refill. How much wool have we got? We could probably sell that soon. 15 full pallets of wool and one partial. Right, let's go and get some rest, and then we'll go and get stuck into our sunflower harvest. So we did get a little notification to say that we had 2 new lambs born, which is lovely. No new cows. Just want to go check in on the old sheeps. I do need to progress another day as well, but I just wanted to check each day as they come, really. I want to make sure that they are good when they come in. So these are the... Is that one of the new ones? I would presume. I bet it was a male and a female, so they're all... They are all good. All very good. Don't think we've got any sort of poor ones as of yet. 22 months getting old. So yeah, this is probably the other new one. Lots and lots of rams. Just quickly flitter through. Got 129. A flock of 129. That sounds and feels. Look at all these. Wow. That is immense. Okay, I need to investigate when is best. Perhaps I should have a chat with my AI about when is best to sell my sheep. Don't mind me. See, when all high, this is literally our worst sheep so far. That's not bad, is it? I just don't think I need all the rams that we have. Our sheep count is just going to like keep growing exponentially because of all these rams eventually coming to age and impregnating all the other sheep. So I think what I might do is in between episodes is go through and every ram that's just on high, I might sell them off. We didn't get no cows come through, didn't get anything else come through. Our waters and everything else is still good. So again, we're going to go have another little rest, have a little day off. And in October, hopefully, our harvest will be ready. Let's shut the door this time, we got a bit drafty. So we had another 4 lambs born. 1 sheep was moved due to a random accident and was sold for no money. Our loan, our interest, our investments, our monitors, property maintenance. We only make 150 a month of our property rents, which isn't a lot. And we got some new items on sale. And we are sitting with 463,000 in the bank. So let's have a little look at those sale items. What we got there now? Because I see this pop up. Oh! Now, I did say I'd lease one. I obviously haven't had any feedback yet about owning one. Or, sorry, about an auto load one. So, since that's there... Sorry, can we pretend that we're towing Project Motorsport in the background as well? If I just get one. Just put it in regular colours. Okay, so we'll buy that. We'll buy that outright as well. Probably need to build myself a little logistics place so I can store these other vehicles that I don't necessarily need all the time. We're not ready for a slurry tanker yet, so we don't want to worry about that. The diamond disc. It does require a lot of horsepower, doesn't it? We're not doing a lot of cultivation at the minute anyway, just doing direct drilling. So I'm not going to worry. Not worry about that. We don't need any of this yet. Don't need that yet. We're good. Right. All is well. We've spent more money. Another 15 grand gone out. Our worker is still planting the grass. The grass next to it is growing, but that is fine. That is absolutely fine. So shall we? We'll head over with a trailer first. We'll get the trailer up there. Exciting times. Finally getting on a new harvest. Now, something that I'd almost completely forgotten about is that we need to do rice as well, don't we? The crop that we need to do rice, we need to do sugar cane, poplar. I mean, I know we've got a long way to go in this series anyway, but you have to grow your rice saplings, or I'd like to grow our rice saplings anyway, so perhaps we should get another thing set up where our greenhouses were anyway, and have something growing some rice for us, or some rice saplings. Means we need to find a nice flat area to put down a rice field. Long grain, short grain, there's the two, aren't there? I haven't touched rice since I very first played and looked at Hutan Pantai. Just hasn't been a thing for me. So we do need to get on that. Explore more. But again, like with the other veggie crops and even root crops, the barrier to doing it is that the machinery costs so much. So expensive to even get into these new crops and new harvests. It really is. And we still have the corn header on the rostel mash. Or I've put the corn header on the rostel mash anyway. We will give that a wash, because we're trying to be a good farmer. Get that clean. And head out. Have some nice clean sunflowers as they come in. Got this dirty old muck from where we were doing corn a year ago. It's a year-old mud on here. That's not very good of me, is it? We get a rostel a little hose down as well. It's just going to get dirty, but there we are. Sorted, bruv. It's only been a couple of days and our wheat is already starting to spring through. Hopefully that will all survive the winter. The winter can get a bit cold. We've had crop damage before, so hopefully that'll be alright. They need to pull their finger out and get that grass in the ground. I don't know if it's going to help us to get better yield now that we've done all this with the grass or not. Like I say, I just think we've got some really bad soil there. But up there, that's where we might put some greenhouses down to grow rice saplings. Maybe we can just store them for a bit. I mean, you can even sell them, can't you? You can sell the rice saplings as you make them. This is quite tight if I remember rightly, but we will do our best to get in without taking out the fence post, and we do. So that's, oh, that's marvellous. Wasn't expecting a change of camera there. Everything folded up and open. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. So let's get started, shall we? I'm not going to worry about GPS. I think I'll be fine. It's not a massive field. That's why we're just doing sort of random crops with it, to be fair. if it wasn't such an awkward shape, and I made it this shape, but if it wasn't such an awkward shape, we'd add it to the veggie crop rotation or something like that. Once we've got a bit more money and we're maybe onto some larger veggie crop harvesters, because they're expensive. Once we're onto something a bit larger, then maybe we'll incorporate it into that. Then maybe get some potatoes or some sugar beet or something up here. Now, as a rule, in the past, sunflowers and sunflower seeds haven't sold well. You don't usually get a lot, although sunflower seed is quite sizable compared to some. Like in comparison to maybe a canola or something, it's quite large. But yeah, if I remember rightly, it never seems to be worth a great deal. It's not a popular crop that you see grown on many series. Certainly not one that people grow for a lot of money, unless you have like massive fields of it. But it's the same for a lot of crops, isn't it? The bigger the field, the more valuable it is, or the greater yield, the more money you make off it. But we'll rotate it in every now and then. Perhaps we'll have a massive field of it someday. We haven't been up here as much, so it hasn't been the pretty field in the background that initially it was thought to be, because we've expanded the farm, built the new farm further down south, and we spent a lot of time down there doing the animals and sorting things out that way. We haven't really been up here to have the sunflowers in the background. But once we've expanded that big field that's going to go over there, we'll probably spend a lot of time up here, because it'll take forever to work that field, so we'll see. I'm not even sure what I'm going to do with this field next. I mean, there's nothing wrong. We don't always have to plant. We can fallow. We can have a fallow field, especially a little one like this. It's a shame we haven't got anything like I said it before, I think, like we had with Terra Life Plus, where you could put in the wild flowers and just have it nice, so you got it looked good, it wasn't just grass, and it was good for the soil, so it worked in that sense like a natural fertilizer. It's a cover crop type thing, getting the wildflowers in. I think we'll probably go with, because we'll have to plough it up, we'll probably plough it up and plant some oilseed radish in it. We were going to put oilseed radish, I think, in the big one as well, weren't we? Just to have that help them to improve the soil while we're waiting to plant, because then we can turn that over in the spring, and then we can get planted into it straight away. I need to decide on where I'm going to be taking trees out as well to make the money to be able to buy my 2 new bits of land. So I'm going to need an extra $500,000 to do that. My winter work, taking out trees. I mean, we've got plenty. We do own like all of that woodland over there. We own a chunk of that woodland to the left as well. The trees in front of us we have, but I've sort of already taken trees out there and shaped that so it gave us this field over here. I don't want to take all that out and just have it all empty. I mean, I could always buy a bit of land that has a lot of trees in purely to take out trees, to make money to buy land that we want to buy elsewhere. And we also want to get started on planting our trees soon. I did see there was a mod for faster growing trees. I might look into that, just so we can cycle it around and get to it and have it as a thing. We need to, off the back of the rolling and the stones not going in, we do need to look into a stone picker soon. Obviously there was that a mod one that was for sale that disappeared before I could buy it. We might look to get one of those, because then I would like to get a little, not necessarily a massive production, but a little miller for either turning stones, stones into cement, or into lime, or both. But I think cement would be nice, because I would like to go down the route of constructing some things, and we need those resources. I mean, there is that mod that I said where we could buy stuff in, but it would be nice to produce some stuff as well. Please and thank you, just so we can explore more of it. Well, the yield off here has been absolutely abysmal, as you can see. Although it says like 87% up the top there, you can see we are looking yellow and orange all over. Not good, not good at all. We do already have, I think, about 8,000 litres in the trailer. 9,000. Not a lot, not a lot. Sad to see. Now, I don't even know how much sunflowers really sell for. Not a lot. Oh, to be fair, if we sold right now, we wouldn't get far off top price. So I guess most people are harvesting late October and November and then getting a bad price. If we sell now, it wouldn't be too bad, actually. Actually, wouldn't be too bad. We've just not got a lot of it. So we've got 18,000, we've got just over half a trailer. I think we're going to fit the whole field in the trailer. I really do. I suppose it'll save me time going back and forwards. Dear oh dear. I don't think we ever make any money, do we? Not really. It's like real life for farming. We don't ever make any money. It's only when we do the tree stuff, cutting down trees, selling wood, that we make money. Or our mass-producing greenhouse. That makes, or open-air garden, but greenhouse. That makes more money than anything else. And that's because it's selling olives. Or something. Olives or grapes. Well, no, they're selling olives and... Is it olives and potatoes, I think? Yeah. We need to get producing olives and potatoes to make money. Because that's where it's at. Growing crops in fields does not work. It's going to rain soon as well, so we need to get this in. Can't be wasting the day sitting in the rain as well, not making money. Let's see what we've got once we've finished the field. Hopefully close to a full trailer. Hopefully. We've got the last of our sunflowers now coming in. Our massive harvest. As you can see, we've almost got a full trailer. I think we're probably about 80% full. So we should get this last little 1,000, 2,000 litres in. Just pop that in at the back. Marvellous. 93% was 31,000 litres. Which I guess isn't too bad, especially if it's at, 1,300 per thousand. We'll take that. Let's park this up. We will fold our header up. Fold our harvester up. Engine off. I shall come back and collect you later. But we need to go and sell our sunflowers. While the price is still half decent, we might as well. And we could get about 40,000 for this. I think maybe a little bit more. Maths isn't my strong point at the minute. It never is, but it's even worse at the minute. While I'm taking my pain meds, my brain really doesn't function. You might have been able to tell this episode. I'm struggling to string a thought. We'll get this up there. We'll get this sold. Our worker is getting through on the planting as well. Just working this headlands now. Soon have a new fresh meadow. And we want to be dropping it off at our shipping containers. Let's get that in there. Yeah, 1371 I think it was. See what we get. See what we get. $42,636 plus 6,000 for the environmental score. 38, nearly 39 grand. 497. Still not that $500,000 we need for the 2 plots of land. But while I've been doing my harvest, I was thinking what I might do, or what I'm going to do. Let's get some fuel while we're up there as well. What I'm going to do is buy the first part that I want, plot 7. Plough that up. I'll do that over winter. Then, along with the ploughing over winter, we'll do some forestry work, and we'll get enough money together to buy the second plot, which shouldn't take too long because the trees, wood chipping it anyway, were churning out so much cash. I can find a little plot and I can do that, and then either late winter, early spring. As long as we got it done before we want to plant, we could plough up whatever we need to plough up from plot 6. Plus, plot 6 will give us a little expansion above what was then the sunflower field. So we might be able to expand that field or put something else down up there, depending on what the land is like. Let's put this away and bring the harvester back. I'm just going to park it here so we can give it another wash before we put it away proper. And what I'd like to do, I've already got it hooked up, is go and spread lime in the was sunflower field. Then I can plough that up, and then we'll be ready to hopefully get some oilseed radish down later on in the month. So we can get oilseed radish down in there. We can get oilseed radish down in the first part of our, what's going to be our super field. And then I think probably late October, November, we'll look to get hold of a stone picker, and we'll clear whatever fields we've got that have got stones in, and we'll see if we can find ourselves a little stone mill, like I say, to produce either cement or lime. I think there's some small ones of each, so I think it'd just be handy to us, and we can get that producing in the background somewhere. Maybe develop something up on the farm, and then it'll be ready to cycle through into winter, and like I say, trees, ploughing, and getting ready for expansion in year 5. So I think with all that and the ups and downs of creating this episode again, we're going to call that it. That's going to be our day. Wow, we can't get up here even with the New Holland. It is hauling ass. I'll just keep my foot down and hope we get there eventually. Yeah, we're going to call it a day on this episode. Our worker is still doing our deed, and they'll be done by the time I've finished here, especially at this pace. So hopefully you have enjoyed this episode. Hopefully the woes that I've gone through with my save, if you've had any issue, hopefully that can help you as well. Like I say, any comments and feedback down there, let me know. If you have enjoyed it, give it a big fat thumbs up down below. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, turn the bell notification on. Find out when new videos are going live. As always, comments and feedback down there. A massive thank you to the channel members. You guys are awesome. If you want to become a channel member, support the channel, get early access to the content that we are putting out, you can. Membership starts from 99 pence. All tiers of membership get early access to the content. And if you wish to support the channel with your purchase of any Giants products and softwares, you can. From the Giant store, use partner code FARQUAR, FARQUAR, or there will be some links down in the description to the latest DLCs and expansion, and all DLCs and expansion for 22, 25, and I think even some old 19 ones are linked in my Discord. So head over there if you want to purchase it and give a little kickback to the channel. But ultimately, you guys have yourselves a wonderful day. Hopefully, I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.